you want to do a few touch-ups at the office, there are a few essentials you need to have. You can keep them right in your desk drawer. So Derek is going to walk us through what you need to have, plus some tips maybe for keeping things sanitary.
Right.
Like, I so don't want you to go upstairs and look in
look
my
in your
drawer
drawer.
right now. There's about 7 chocolate bars.
Yeah.
And
It's the new year.
maybe a mascara.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what I should have in there.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's kind of funny because you see this all the time where people throw everything in the top drawer of their desk. So the first thing that I think is very important is to have separate compartments or bins for like items. For example, you see where people have their makeup with their chocolate bar, with their apple, and then there's some pencil shavings.
Right.
And you're laughing because you know it's all, you know what I'm talking about. So number one for your beauty essentials, have a makeup bag. You know, makeup bags are everywhere. So many cosmetic companies give them to you with a gift with purchase, whatever it is. Even a Ziploc bag is a great solution. You can see what's inside. So here's what I'm suggesting. I will dump this out of your essentials. So number one, I would say is, from a cosmetic point of view, is blotting powder.
Yeah.
So throughout the day, there's really 2 makeup essentials that you need throughout the day. So first is blotting powder to touch up your nose. If you're very oily, you may want to touch up by your break, by 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning, really oily skin. Your average person probably can touch up at lunch once a day. But if you're very oily, you can do it multiple times. So I like to use a brush. So take your brush, blot throughout the day, put that away.
Right.
The second is your lipstick or your lip gloss.
Oh yeah, that goes right away.
Right. It's probably the first thing to go.
Yeah.
So having your lip gloss or your lipstick, you know, in your desk drawer is great to also moisturize your lips, right? So it gives you color, but it also moisturizes. So that's important at this time of year.
Yeah. Now there isn't any etiquette that says you can't just touch up yourself at your desk. Is there? Or is that just wrong?
I don't think so.
I know you're not supposed to do it at a table, like when you're eating. That's gross.
I think it's about being discreet,
lipstick.
and I think you can powder your nose or touch up your lips very quickly and discreet. If you're perceived as not working or frivolous, that's not good.
Right.
But I think if it's a quick touch up and you can do it very discreetly, I think it's okay.
Yeah, well, especially if you're a TV host, like, come on.
Totally, you have to look good, right? And it's important to look good because how you look at work is how you're perceived.
Absolutely,
So
and that message does not get through to everyone.
No.
So new year, start thinking about that stuff.
The next trick that I think is important is to have hand cream.
Oh gosh, yes.
Right? At this time of year,
Tons
your
of it.
hands are so dry. So have a little hand cream in your bag.
Absolutely.
And then this is sort of an extra throwaway is if you're going out at night, sometimes people, they like to touch up before they go out. So what I do suggest, if you're going to reapply, for example, your concealer, you might want to take a cleansing wipe and clean under the eyes and then reapply. It just gives you a cleaner look. So a trick is, I often do this when I'm traveling or if I'm doing a photo shoot on a set where I don't want to take a lot of things. I take my wipes from the big package and I just put them in a Ziploc bag. Now, you can get the wipes that are 10, you know, packs of 10, the smaller ones, but really it's just as easy to take them from the big pack into the smaller one. And this allows you to clean up under your eyes. It's also a nice trick for just refreshing your hands at your desk. Sometimes if you have had the chocolate bar and you've got chocolate on your hands, you know what I'm saying?
Right, you need the
wipe. You
wipe.
can use your wipe to cleanse your hands. But I think what's very important is that in that top drawer, go to the dollar store and you can get the plastic bins. I happen to be like some of our guest experts on the show where I love my label maker.
Oh my gosh, they're the best,
like just brings me joyfulness and happiness.
Yes.
But I would label the bin for what goes in it so that you have your bag, your makeup that's in that bin. There may be a chocolate bar bin.
There may be a chocolate bar bin.
Just as long as it's labeled chocolate bars.
Just label it.
Yeah, just label it. You might have one that's for, you know, your snack, you know, your bag of almonds or your apple because it is the new year and you want to be eating healthy.
That's right.
I know there's antioxidants in chocolate.
Yes,
but,
there is.
You know.
Okay, so here's the other thing. So very interesting that you said you just need these things. There are some women that are walking around with their entire makeup bag all the time. You don't need the eyeliner, the eyeshadow.
You
all
don't.
of that stuff. You don't need to be carrying around your foundation, the
You
cream.
don't.
Keep that at home.
I'm a firm
Have a
believer.
smaller bag with just the essentials with you.
I'm a firm believer in, you do your makeup in the morning
Yeah.
and you take these essentials, and these are very common, what I suggest for a bride as well, actually.
Right.
A bride needs a touch-up powder or a lipstick, really.
Right.
You don't need more mascara.
No, you're not going to redo your eyeshadow.
And what I really do think makes sense is have your makeup that's at home, and then you have a second powder that goes with you and a second lip gloss or lipstick, that is in the desk drawer, so that you leave your makeup at home as is.
It's funny, you can get those sets, like a bigger makeup bag, but then a matching little one.
Yeah.
So get those, use the little one for work and the big one
Great
for
idea.
home.
Yeah.
Really great tips. Thank you for that, Derek.